Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer is an effective but uncomfortable movie to watch.
Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer follows the titular character Henry and his two roommates and the depraved situations that they get themselves into.
I recently talked about Sing Street, which I described as the definition of a feel-good movie. Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer is the definition of a movie that'll ruin your day.
In the movie, we find out that Henry is a serial killer who travels from town to town in order to avoid police detection. Henry and the character Otis are both extremely unlikable. You really grow to hate as the movie progresses, and sandwiched in between them is Becky, who is an extremely tragic character who you want nothing more than to have her get out of this situation and these circumstances okay. This is great because it builds a lot of tension.
I think it's an extremely well-made movie. That being said, I do find it very disturbing. But I'm pretty sure that's the movie's point, is to be disturbing and to give a realistic look at what such a depraved person might actually be like. So me saying that it's an uncomfortable watch is not a negative critique. If anything, it's giving the movie more praise. I would have a hard time recommending this movie to somebody because of how uncomfortable the material is. And it's not particularly graphic. There are definitely more hardcore movies in the torture porn department. It's just the personalities and the things that the characters do that really make your skin crawl. Michael Rooker plays Henry, who you'd probably recognize from The Walking Dead, as well as Tom Tolles. It's a quick watch, under an hour and a half, so if you do find the time and you're okay with some heavy subject matter, I would recommend watching the movie. The movie drags at times, it gets a little slow at some parts, but overall, the experience is intentionally disturbing.
I give Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer, an uncomfortable 7.5 out of 10.
Thanks for watching my review of Henry, Portrait of a Serial Killer.